Hey, this is Whit Honea, and I am here with Doug McIntyre at Disneyland. Doug is the executive producer of Creative Entertainment. It's a very fancy title for a very fancy show. Exactly. We just saw a great show called The Magic Map at Disneyland's Fantasyland Theater. It's brand new, just opened today.
Premiere tonight.
And what can you tell us about that?
Well, it's a brand new show. We've been about 6 years without a show in the Fantasyland Theater, and we knew we wanted to bring back a live stage production to this facility, and we had some work to do. We've completely sort of redone the audience area of the facility. Those of you know Fantasyland from its past used to be Videopolis many years ago, and it used to have an old flat dance floor area, and it just wasn't really great for watching theatrical productions. So we've redone the whole thing so that the sight lines are better and everybody's got a good view of the stage. So that's one thing we changed. And then really we wanted to bring back a classic Disney show to Fantasyland. I mean, this is Disneyland, and so we created a show that I think fits classically but has a new contemporary sort of edge to it.
And that's exactly what I was going to say, is it is very classic, but at the same time it incorporates a lot of technology that we haven't seen in other shows at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And what was the thought process behind that?
Yeah, we wanted to, I think, use technology in a way that it didn't become about the technology, but have the technology help us tell the story that we were trying to tell. So we do use some cool technology in this in a way that just helps us go to those amazing, places that this show goes. The journey of imagination that this show is about, and that technology allows us to just sort of transform into places that we just couldn't do without it.
Can I plug a little synergy here for Disney? It seems my kids love Epic Mickey.
Yeah.
And Epic Mickey uses a lot of paint, he uses paintbrushes, a lot of imagination, and I felt as I was watching this with them today, I could see their little faces, and their wheels were turning. It was kind of like seeing Epic Mickey come to life, but with the classic elements that you mentioned before.
There was a little collaboration there, actually. When we created the story, we knew that we wanted to really create a journey for Mickey. We wanted to create a story arc for Mickey and have Mickey have a part. Mickey's a rascal little character guy, right? And not sort of the corporate icon that maybe we see him as most of the time. So we set out to create a story that Mickey could go on a journey. And the vehicle and device that we set out to use was this magical map to help us tell that story and get him on that journey. So
that's great. And as far as the journey, there's more to Fantasyland. If we walk right around the corner, there is the new Fantasyland Fair.
Yeah.
And that's a whole story in itself as well. What brought that on?
Yeah, well, it was really a story of two places that had become a little underutilized here at the park. One is the Fantasyland Theater here that we just talked about and really recreating and putting a show back in here, and then Fantasy Fair, which is the old Plaza Gardens area of Disneyland, and been there for a long time. And I think it just was an area of the park that had a real opportunity to be recreated in a brand new way, and the Imagineers have just done a fantastic job to really make that sort of a part of Fantasyland and turn that old stage into a royal theater where we can tell great stories and fantastic place to meet the princesses. It's really a fabulous new addition to Disneyland.
And there are new shows there as well, which so the live entertainment aspect of Disneyland Resort has been upped dramatically just overnight.
Yeah, well, after the wonderful addition of Cars Land, it was great to turn our attention back to Disneyland. And as you mentioned, sort of the real breadth of theatrical experiences with the smaller little storytelling, intimate storytelling shows that we were doing at Fantasy Fair, where we tell the story of Beauty and the Beast with Belle helping us tell the story, and then the Rapunzel story is told there as well. So, and in a much smaller, intimate way, and a lot of fun, a lot of comedy, and then a big, really lavish production here at the Fantasyland Theater with Mickey and the Magical Map. So real breadth of variety, if you will, in live entertainment that's back in the park.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Doug.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. This is Whit, and I am at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Just got happier. Check it out.
A wondrous map, with power to transport dreamers to any place imaginable.